I'm excited to be here with you today to share a powerful message on how to go from a poor to a rich mindset. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and feel stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. But let me tell you, you are not alone. Many people are facing the same challenges and wondering how they can break free from the limitations of a poor mindset. Well, I am here to tell you that it is possible. And by listening to this message, you are taking the first step towards turning things around. I have spent years studying the habits and mindset of successful individuals, and I have discovered that it all starts with our thoughts and beliefs. In this video, I will be sharing 5 powerful ways to shift your mindset from one of lack and scarcity to one of abundance and prosperity. These are practical and actionable steps that you can start implementing in your life today. So, get ready to open your mind and let go of any limiting beliefs, because it's time for you to unlock your full potential and create the life of your dreams. Are you ready? Let's get started. Starting with number 5, which is go from a poor to rich mindset by practicing gratitude. Now, some of you may be wondering, what does gratitude have to do with becoming rich? The answer is simple, my friends. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to abundance and prosperity. You see, when we are in a state of lack and scarcity, it is easy to focus on what we don't have. We become consumed with thoughts of our shortcomings and limitations. And in doing so, we attract more of the same into our lives. It becomes a vicious cycle that keeps us stuck in a poor mindset. But when we practice gratitude, we shift our focus onto what we do have. We become aware of the blessings and abundance that already exist in our lives. And in doing so, we attract more of the same. It's like a magnet, drawing in more positivity and abundance. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't have much to be grateful for. I'm struggling to make ends meet, and I feel like I have nothing. My friends, I understand where you're coming from, but let me remind you that gratitude is not just about being thankful for material possessions or financial success. It's about being grateful for the simple things in life, for the air we breathe, for the people we love, for the opportunities we have, and for the lessons we learn. You see, gratitude is a mindset. It's a way of looking at the world and finding the good in every situation. And the more we practice it, the more we train our minds to see the abundance that surrounds us. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about all the things you have to be grateful for. It could be something as simple as a roof over your head, food on your table, or the love of your family. And as you think about these things, notice how your energy shifts. Notice how you feel a sense of peace and contentment. This is the power of gratitude. But gratitude is not just about feeling good. It's also about taking action. You see, when we are grateful, we are more likely to take care of what we have. We are more likely to invest in ourselves and our future. And we are more likely to attract opportunities for growth and success. So, my friends, I want to challenge you to make gratitude a daily practice. Every morning before you start your day, take a few moments to think about all the things you are grateful for. And every night before you go to bed, reflect on the good things that happened during the day. This simple practice will transform your mindset and your life. Now, I want to share with you a powerful exercise that will help you cultivate an attitude of gratitude. It's called the Gratitude Journal. Every day, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. It could be something as small as a smile from a stranger or as big as a promotion at work. The key is to be specific and to really feel the gratitude in your heart as you write. I've been practicing this exercise for many years, and I can tell you that it has had a profound impact on my life. It has helped me stay positive and focused on my goals, even during the toughest of times. and it has opened my eyes to the abundance that surrounds me. My friends, I cannot stress enough the importance of practicing gratitude. It is the foundation of a rich mindset. And as you continue to cultivate this mindset, you will attract more abundance and success into your life. Which leads us to number 4, which is go from a poor to rich mindset by taking calculated risks. Now, what do I mean by calculated risks? I mean taking risks that have been thought out, planned for, and analyzed. I'm not talking about reckless risks that have no strategy or purpose behind them. I'm talking about risks that have been carefully considered and have the potential to bring great rewards. You see, in order to achieve success, you must be willing to step out of your comfort zone. You must be willing to take risks and embrace the unknown, because it is in the unknown that you will find opportunities for growth and success. Let me give you an example. When I was a young man, I was working as a stock clerk at a grocery store. I was barely making enough to get by, and I knew I wanted more out of life. So I took a calculated risk and invested $5 in a personal development seminar. That $5 investment changed my life. It opened my eyes to a whole new world of possibilities and opportunities. And from that day on, I made a commitment to invest in my personal growth and take calculated risks to achieve success. Now, I'm not saying that every risk you take will lead to success. But what I am saying is that if you never take risks, you will never know what you are truly capable of. You will never know what you could have achieved if you had just taken that chance. You see, the greatest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. Because when you don't take risks, you are settling for a mediocre life. You are settling for a life of comfort and security, but not a life of fulfillment and success. But I understand that taking risks can be scary. It can be daunting to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. But let me tell you, the rewards far outweigh the risks. The lessons you will learn, the experiences you will gain, and the success you will achieve are all worth the initial fear and uncertainty. So, how do you take calculated risks? The first step is to identify your goals and dreams. What is it that you truly want in life? What are you willing to risk for it? Write it down, visualize it, and make a plan to achieve it. The next step is to assess the potential risks and rewards. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And what is the best that could happen? This will help you determine if the risk is worth taking. The third step is to gather information and knowledge. Educate yourself on the risks you're about to take. Talk to people who have taken similar risks and learn from their experiences. The more knowledge you have, the better equipped you will be to make a calculated decision. And finally, trust yourself and take action. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Trust that you have the skills and knowledge to make the best decision for yourself. And then take that leap of faith and take action towards your goals and dreams. Remember, success is not a destination, it is a journey. And taking calculated risks is a crucial part of that journey. It is what separates the average from the extraordinary. It is what leads to a rich mindset and a life of abundance. Which leads us to number 3, which is go from a poor to rich mindset by surrounding yourself with successful people. I cannot stress enough how important this is. Your mindset is everything. It determines your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your results. And if you want to achieve success, you must have a rich mindset. So, what exactly is a rich mindset? A rich mindset is a mindset of abundance, growth, and possibility. It is a mindset that believes in the power of hard work, determination, and perseverance. It is a mindset that is not afraid of failure, but rather sees it as an opportunity to learn and grow. A rich mindset is a mindset that is open to new ideas, experiences, and most importantly, surrounding yourself with successful people. Now let me be clear, when I say successful people, I am not just talking about those who have a lot of money. Success is not just about material possessions. Success is about living a fulfilling and purposeful life. It is about being happy, healthy, and making a positive impact in the world. And successful people are those who have achieved this kind of success in their lives. So, why is it important to surround yourself with successful people? Well, for starters, success breeds success. When you surround yourself with successful people, you are constantly exposed to their mindset, habits, and actions. And as human beings, we tend to emulate those we spend the most time with. So if you surround yourself with successful people, you are more likely to adopt their mindset and habits, which will ultimately lead to your own success. Another reason why it is crucial to surround yourself with successful people is that they can serve as mentors and role models. Success leaves clues, and who better to learn from than those who have already achieved what you aspire to achieve? Successful people can share their experiences, insights, and advice with you, which can be invaluable on your journey towards success. Moreover, surrounding yourself with successful people can also expand your network and opportunities. Success is often a team effort, and by surrounding yourself with successful people, you are building a network of like-minded individuals who can support and collaborate with you. You never know what kind of opportunities may arise from these connections. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, but Jim, I don't know any successful people. I come from a poor background and I don't have any connections. Well, my friend, let me tell you this. Success is not limited to a certain group of people. Success is available to anyone who is willing to work hard and surround themselves with the right people. You see, successful people come from all walks of life. They may have different backgrounds, but they all share one thing in common, and that is a rich mindset. And you can develop a rich mindset too by surrounding yourself with successful people. So how can you surround yourself with successful people? Well, here are a few tips that have worked for me and many others. Firstly, attend events, conferences, and seminars related to your field of interest. These are great places to meet successful people and learn from them. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation and ask for their advice. Secondly, join clubs, organizations, or groups that align with your goals and values. These can be professional associations, volunteer groups, or even online communities. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can be powerful in shaping your mindset and opening up opportunities. Thirdly, read books, listen to podcasts, and watch interviews of successful people. These are great ways to learn from them and get inspired. You can also reach out to them through social media and ask for their advice or insights. Lastly, be willing to step out of your comfort zone and take risks. Sometimes surrounding yourself with successful people may require you to put yourself out there and take a leap of faith, but trust me, it will be worth it. Which leads us to number 2, which is go from a poor to rich mindset by educating yourself. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. You may be saying, but Jim, I don't have the time or the money to go back to school and get a degree. And I understand that. But let me tell you, education is not just limited to formal schooling. Education is a lifelong process. It is about constantly seeking knowledge and expanding our minds. It is about learning from our experiences, from others, and from the world around us. And the best part is, it doesn't have to cost a fortune. There are so many resources available to us today, from books to podcasts to online courses, that can help us educate ourselves and develop a rich mindset. So why is educating yourself so important for developing a rich mindset? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard the saying, knowledge is power? It may sound cliche, but it is absolutely true. The more knowledge we have, the more power we have to make informed decisions, to create opportunities, and to achieve success. Think about it. When you have a rich mindset, you are able to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You are able to think outside the box and come up with creative solutions. And where does this ability come from? It comes from constantly educating yourself and expanding your knowledge. Now, I know that some of you may have had a difficult upbringing, and you may not have had access to the best education. But let me tell you, your past does not have to dictate your future. You have the power to change your circumstances by educating yourself. There are countless stories of individuals who came from humble beginnings and went on to achieve great success through education. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She grew up in poverty and was raised by a single mother. But she didn't let her circumstances define her. She educated herself. And today, she is one of the wealthiest and most influential women in the world. Education not only opens doors of opportunity, but it also helps us develop critical thinking skills. When we educate ourselves, we learn how to analyze information, how to question things, and how to make informed decisions. These skills are crucial for achieving success and abundance in life. But it's not just about gaining knowledge, it's also about applying that knowledge. As the saying goes, knowledge is not power, it's potential power. We must take action and apply what we have learned in order to see real results in our lives. And let me tell you, the more we educate ourselves, the more we realize how much we don't know. It's a humbling experience, but it also motivates us to keep learning and growing. As we continue to educate ourselves, we become more confident, more competent, and more successful. So how can we start educating ourselves and developing a rich mindset? Well, the first step is to have a thirst for knowledge. We must be curious and open-minded. We must be willing to learn from anyone and anything. Next, we must be intentional about our learning. Set aside time each day to read, listen to podcasts, or take an online course. And don't limit yourself to just one topic. Educate yourself on a variety of subjects, as this will help you develop a well-rounded and versatile mindset. And finally, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who also value education. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, choose your circle wisely. Which leads us to number 1, which is go from a poor to rich mindset by changing your attitude. Now, you may be wondering, what does attitude have to do with wealth and success? Well, let me tell you, it has everything to do with it. You see, attitude is a choice. It is something that we have complete control over. And yet, so many of us let our circumstances, our past, and our environment dictate our attitude. We let external factors determine how we feel and how we approach life. But I'm here to tell you that it is time to take back control of your attitude and use it to create the life of your dreams. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, but Jim, how can I change my attitude? It's not something that can be easily switched on or off. And you are absolutely right. It takes time and effort to change your attitude. But the good news is, it is possible. And the rewards that come with a positive attitude are worth every bit of effort. So let me share with you the key steps to changing your attitude and going from a poor to a rich mindset. Step 1, awareness. The first step to changing your attitude is to become aware of it. Take a moment to reflect on your thoughts and your reactions to different situations. Are you someone who tends to have a negative outlook? Do you often find yourself complaining or blaming others for your circumstances? Or are you someone who sees the good in every situation and takes responsibility for your actions? Becoming aware of your attitude is crucial because it allows you to see where you need to make changes. And let me tell you, awareness is a powerful tool. It is the first step towards transformation. Step 2, gratitude. The next step is to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is the foundation of a rich mindset. When we are grateful for what we have, we attract more of it into our lives. It is a simple law of the universe. So take a moment every day to express gratitude for the things in your life, big or small. It could be your health, your family, your job, or even the beautiful weather outside. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our perspective and see the abundance that surrounds us. Step 3, positive self-talk. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on our attitude, so it is important to pay attention to the conversations we have with ourselves. Are you constantly criticizing yourself and your abilities, or do you speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement? Positive self-talk is a crucial step in changing your attitude. Instead of focusing on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. Instead of dwelling on your mistakes, learn from them and move on. Remember, you are your own biggest cheerleader, so speak to yourself with love and positivity. Step 4, surround yourself with positive people. They say that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So, take a look at the people in your life. Are they positive and uplifting, or do they bring you down? It is important to surround yourself with people who have a positive attitude and who support and encourage you. When you are around positive people, their energy and mindset will rub off on you, and you will find it easier to maintain a rich mindset. Step 5, embrace challenges and failures. Finally, to truly change your attitude, you must learn to embrace challenges and failures. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Every successful person has faced challenges and failures, but it is their attitude towards them that sets them apart. So the next time you face a challenge or experience a failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become better? My friends, changing your attitude is not an overnight process. It takes time, effort, and commitment. But I promise you, the rewards are worth it. When you have a positive attitude, you attract positive opportunities and experiences into your life. You become a magnet for success and abundance. So I urge you to take these steps and make a conscious effort to change your attitude. I guarantee that it will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. In closing, remember that attitude is a choice. It is something that we have complete control over. So, choose to have a positive attitude, choose to be grateful, choose to surround yourself with positive people, and choose to embrace challenges and failures. And I promise you, your poor mindset will transform into a rich one. Thank you.
In the tapestry of life, change is the artist, ceaselessly painting new colors and crafting new paths. Imagine for a moment a ship set sail on the vast ocean, guided solely by the direction of the wind. If the wind doesn't change, the ship's course remains unaltered. Similarly, in the grand voyage of our lives, if we do not harness the winds of change, our destination remains unchanged. Under this, why we resist change? It's comfortable, familiar, like an old friend whose presence we find comforting, yet limiting. But here's a thought. The most significant growth often occurs in unfamiliar territory. You see, life doesn't reward us for staying stationary. It's in the movement, in the dance of change, where we find our greatest potential. Consider the majestic oak tree, which once was just a small corn. That acorn had to undergo transformation, a change to reach its full stature and beauty. And isn't that the essence of life? The beauty of transformation, the journey from what we are to what we have the potential to become. Now think about the times when change knocked on your door. Did you welcome it with open arms, or did you bolt the door, hoping it would pass? It's natural to fear the unknown, to cling to the comfort of the now. The now was once an unknown future, a series of changes that brought you here. Change isn't just about big leaps. It's in the small steps, the daily decisions. It's choosing a salad over fast food, waking up an hour earlier to exercise, reading a book instead of watching television. These small changes accumulate, like snowflakes on a winter's night, until one morning you wake up and find the world has transformed under a blanket of snow. Life is in constant motion, and we must move with it. Imagine if the world ceased to change. No more sunsets, no more seasons. A perpetual state of sameness. Doesn't sound very appealing, does it? Change is the essence of life, the force that brings about new days and new seasons. So, as we stand here at the brink of possibilities, embrace change. Let it be the wind in our sails, guiding us to new horizons. For if we change nothing, nothing will change. And in a world brimming with possibilities, isn't it a wonder to be part of the dance of change? The journey ahead is paved with changes, some small, some monumental, but all significant in their own right. Change is not just about reaching a destination. It's about growing, learning, and becoming the best version of ourselves. So set sail with change as our compass, guiding us to new adventures, new lessons, and a future bright with promise. As we set sail on this journey of change, turn our gaze inward to a place we all know too well. It's like our favorite armchair, well-worn and familiar, offering a sense of security and ease. But have you ever considered that this very comfort might be the anchor that keeps our ship docked, preventing us from exploring the vast ocean of potential? The comfort zone, while cozy and familiar, is also a place of stagnation. It's where dreams are gently rocked to sleep by the lullaby of routine. In this zone, everything is predictable. Our abilities go untested, and our growth is stunted. It's like treading water. We might stay afloat, but we never move forward. Now ponder this. What lies just beyond the edge of comfort? It's a space filled with challenges, new experiences, and opportunities for growth. But it's also a place of uncertainty and risk, which is why so many of us hesitate at its threshold. It's human nature to seek safety, to avoid risk. But in doing so, are we not also avoiding the very experiences that could shape us into stronger, wiser individuals? Think of the greatest achievements in history, the feats that have shaped our world. Were they accomplished within the realms of comfort? Certainly not. They were achieved by individuals who dared to step out of their comfort zones, who embraced the uncertainty and turned it into fuel for their journey. Stepping out of the comfort zone doesn't mean disregarding caution or acting recklessly. It's about calculated risks. It's about recognizing that the path to growth is paved with challenges and accepting that facing these challenges is necessary for progress. It's about understanding that every great journey begins with a single step, often taken in a direction we've never walked before. Imagine if a caterpillar refused to leave its cocoon, clinging to the familiarity of its silk chamber. It would never know the joy of transformation, never experience the freedom of flight. Just like the caterpillar, we too must shed our cocoons of comfort to discover what we can become. But how do we step out of this comfort zone? It begins with a mindset shift. We must view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Each challenge is a question asking us, how far can you stretch? What more can you become? Now, envision a child learning to ride a bike. At first, there's fear, the apprehension of falling. But with each attempt, with every fall and rise, the child learns. The fear diminishes, and soon, there's only the thrill of speed and the freedom of movement. That's what stepping out of the comfort zone is like. It's learning to ride the bike of life. It's crucial to understand that discomfort is a natural part of growth. When we exercise, we push our muscles to the point of discomfort to make them stronger. The same principle applies to our personal and professional growth. We must exercise our capacity for change, push our boundaries, and in doing so, we become stronger, more resilient. But let's also address the inevitable, the fear of failure, It's a formidable barrier, a shadow that looms over us whenever we think of stepping out of our comfort zone. Every successful person, you know, has faced failure. It's not the absence of failure, but the persistence through failure that leads to success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone towards it. In stepping out of the comfort zone, support and guidance are invaluable. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who push you to be better. Just as a tree needs a strong wind to grow its roots deep, we need the challenges and encouragement of those around us to grow strong and resilient. And as you step out of your comfort zone, celebrate your victories no matter how small. Each step taken is a victory in itself. It's about progress, not perfection. Each step forward, each new experience is a piece of the puzzle that forms the masterpiece of your life. So, as we navigate through the waters of change, let's not shy away from the waves that rock our boat. Let's embrace them, for they teach us to sail better. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. To reach new shores, to discover new worlds, we must be willing to lose sight of the familiar shore. The only constant in life is change. By stepping out of our comfort zones, we align ourselves with life's natural rhythm. We transform not just our circumstances, but ourselves. And in this transformation, we find the true essence of life: growth, learning, and the joy of discovering the vast potential that lies within us. Now, as we embrace this understanding, let's venture further, exploring the consequences of stagnation, the silent whisper in the wind that warns us of the cost of standing still. As we venture further into this journey, exploring beyond the realms of our comfort zones, it's essential to understand the other side of the coin, the consequences of stagnation. It's like a ship anchored in the harbor, safe and secure, but never reaching new lands, never experiencing the thrill of discovery. Stagnation is a subtle trap. It often creeps in unnoticed, like twilight gently turning into night. Before we know it, days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years, with our dreams and ambitions still lying dormant, like seeds waiting for the rain. Consider what happens when we choose to remain stagnant. The first casualty is growth. Growth is the natural state of life. Look around. Everything in nature is either growing or dying. There's no middle ground. By choosing stagnation, we're choosing to deny our natural state of growth. We're like a tree that refuses to grow its branches, never reaching its full height and beauty. Another consequence of stagnation is the loss of opportunities. Life is a stream of opportunities, a river that constantly flows. When we stagnate, we stand still while the river of opportunities passes by. Imagine the possibilities that escape us, the chances for love, learning, and laughter that drift away simply because we're too anchored in our comfort to reach out and grab them. Now think of a musician who never plays a new tune, or a writer who never pens a new story. Their art, once vibrant and live, becomes a relic of the past. In the same way, when we stop embracing new experiences, our lives lose their color. We become observers of life, not participants. The richness of life lies in its diversity, in the new songs we sing, the new stories we write with each day. Stagnation also leads to a diminishing of our potential. Each of us has a wellspring of potential within us, waiting to be tapped. But potential is like a muscle. It needs to be exercised to grow. By not challenging ourselves, by not stepping into new experiences, we leave this potential untapped. It's like having a field full of fertile soil and never planting a single seed. Another hidden cost of stagnation is the impact on our mindset. A stagnant mind becomes a breeding ground for doubt, fear, and negativity. Without new challenges and experiences to stimulate our thoughts, Our minds can turn inward, dwelling on what's missing rather than what could be. This mindset can seep into all areas of our life, affecting our relationships, our work, and our happiness. Moreover, stagnation can lead to regret. One of the heaviest burdens to carry in life is the weight of the words, "What if?" What if I had taken that chance? What if I had spoken my truth? What if I had followed my dream? These questions, born from moments we didn't seize, can haunt us. The pain of regret is far greater than the pain of failure. We can always learn from failure, but we can never reclaim a missed opportunity. But not forget, stagnation doesn't just affect us individually. It impacts everyone around us. When we choose not to grow, we also withhold our contributions to the world. We all have unique gifts and talents that, when shared, can make a significant impact. By not reaching our full potential, we deny the world our unique light. So as we contemplate the stillness of stagnation, that life is movement. It's a dance of change, a symphony of experiences waiting to be played. We are here to grow, to learn, to love, and to share. Stagnation is the pause in the melody of life. But the music is always playing, inviting us to join in once more. Now, with a deeper understanding of what lies in the still waters of stagnation, let's turn our attention to the bright horizon of embracing change. For it's in this embrace that we find the courage to step out of the shadows of stagnation and into the light of growth and possibility. Turning our gaze towards the horizon of change, let's contemplate embracing change for personal growth. Change, after all, is a melody of life's symphony, a tune that calls us to dance, to grow, to become more than we were yesterday. In the garden of life, change is the sunlight that coaxes the seeds of potential to break through the soil, reaching towards the sky. Without this light, the garden remains a plot of untapped possibility, the seeds never realizing what they could become. Embracing change is like turning our faces to this light, allowing the warmth to transform us. The journey of embracing change begins with a simple yet profound decision to step forward. It's the decision to climb the mountain. Not because it's easy, but because the view from the top is unparalleled. This step, while seemingly small, is a giant leap in the landscape of personal growth. Change often comes dressed in the robes of challenges and difficulties. It's in these moments, these trials, that our character is both tested and forged. Think of a piece of iron. It must endure the heat of the forge and the strikes of the hammer to become a sword. Similarly, we must endure the challenges change brings to become stronger, more resilient versions of ourselves. But embracing change is not just about facing challenges. It's also about seeking them out. It's about being proactive in our pursuit of growth. Like a sailor setting out to sea, we must seek new horizons, new experiences that stretch us, that take us out of the known waters into the vast ocean of life. It's also about mindsets. A mindset that views change not as a threat, but as an ally. A mindset that understands that every experience, pleasant or unpleasant, is a lesson, a stepping stone to a better self. It's about asking, what can I learn from this? Rather than, why is this happening to me? Embracing change also means letting go. Letting go of old beliefs, old habits, and sometimes old dreams. It's understanding that to make room for the new, we must release the old. It's like pruning a rose bush. We cut away the old growth to encourage new blooms. And as we embrace change, it's essential to set goals, to have a vision for the future. This vision acts like a lighthouse, guiding us through the fog, uncertainty, keeping us focused amidst the waves of change. Setting goals is not about rigidly fixing our path, but about having a direction, a purpose that pulls us forward, that gives meaning to our efforts. In this embrace of change, patience is a virtue. Personal growth is not a race, but a journey. It's not about how quickly we reach our destination, but about what we learn, who we become along the way. Just like nature, growth takes time. A seed does not become a tree overnight, and neither do we transform in an instant. It's a process, a gradual unfolding of our potential. But what about the setbacks, the inevitable falls we encounter on this path? Embrace them as well. Every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. It's in getting back up that we build strength and resilience. Remember, the most beautiful views come after the hardest climb. As we embrace change, let's also cultivate gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons, for the opportunities to grow. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It shifts our focus from what we're missing to what we're gaining through these changes. Walk alone. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, who cheer you on, who challenge you to be your best self. Just as a single coal cannot keep itself aflame, we need the warmth and light of others to keep our fire of change burning. Moreover, embracing change means being flexible, like a tree that bends in the wind. We must learn to adapt to go with the flow of life. Flexibility allows us to face change with resilience, to stand strong even in the face of adversity. So, as we journey through the landscapes of change, let's carry with us the torch of courage, the compass of vision, and the map of perseverance. They embrace each new day as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to change. For it's in embracing change that we find the true essence of personal growth, the transformation of not just what we do, but who we are. In the grand adventure of personal growth, as we embrace change and set our sights on new horizons, it's the power of small steps that truly propels us forward. It's easy to dream of great leaps, to yearn for a sudden leap to success. But in reality, it's the small, consistent steps, the ones taken day after day, that pave the road to our aspirations. Consider the journey of 1,000 miles. It begins with a single step, then another, and another. Each step might seem insignificant in the moment, but together, they cover distances unimaginable at the start. It's the accumulation of these small steps that makes the impossible possible. This principle of small steps holds a profound truth. Greatness is not achieved overnight. It's built one block at a time, one action at a time. It's like building a house. You don't start with the roof. You lay one brick at a time, and gradually, the walls rise, the structure takes shape, and finally, the house stands, strong and resilient. In the pursuit of personal growth, these small steps are our daily habits, our routine decisions. It's choosing to wake up an hour earlier to read or exercise. It's deciding to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. It's the daily discipline, the commitment to small improvements, that leads to massive gains over time. But why are these small steps so powerful? It's because they are manageable. When we set monumental goals, the sheer size of them can be overwhelming. But when we break them down into smaller, actionable steps, they become achievable. Each small step is a victory, a building block adding to our confidence and momentum. Moreover, small steps allow us to adjust and adapt. On the journey of change, the path is rarely straight. There will be turns and obstacles. When we move in small steps, we can navigate more easily, making adjustments as needed, that we stay on course towards our goals. It's like steering a ship. Small adjustments to the helm can change the entire course, guiding us safely through turbulent waters. The power of small steps is also in their ability to transform mindset. Each small accomplishment reinforces our belief in ourselves. It tells us, yes, I can do this. This positive reinforcement is crucial. It turns the daunting journey of change into a series of manageable, achievable tasks. It's the difference between looking up at a steep mountain from the base and climbing it one step at a time. With each step, the summit gets a little closer, a little more attainable. Small steps also cultivate persistence. It's easy to be enthusiastic at the start of a journey, but the real challenge is in maintaining that enthusiasm. Small steps keep us engaged. They provide us with constant feedback, a sense of progress that fuels our motivation. It's the persistence in these small steps, the refusal to give up, that eventually leads to success. In the realm of personal growth, the power of small steps is also about consistency. It's not the sporadic leaps, but the consistent daily actions that lead to lasting change. Consistency is the key that unlocks the door to transformation. It's the steady drip of water that eventually wears away stone, not a sudden deluge. But how do we ensure that our small steps are leading us in the right direction? It starts with having a clear vision, a roadmap for where we want to go. Each small step should be a deliberate move towards that vision. It's like setting a series of waypoints on a journey, ensuring that each step is taking us closer to our destination. As we embark on this journey of small steps, also embrace patience. Change, especially meaningful and lasting change, takes time. It's like planting a garden. You sow the seeds, water them, and then wait. The growth happens beneath the surface, unseen, until one day the first green shoots break through the soil. Your efforts, those small daily actions, will bear fruit in time. Celebrate every small step. Each one is a triumph, a testament to our commitment and effort. Let's not underestimate their power, for it's the small steps compounded over time that lead to the greatest changes in our lives. Now, with a deeper understanding of the power of small steps, let's turn our attention to overcoming fear and doubt. These are the shadows that often follow closely behind us on our journey, whispering words of discouragement. But just as the sun disperses the morning mist, we too can learn to dispel these shadows, stepping into the light of confidence and courage. In this journey of transformation and growth, we now arrive at a crucial crossroad, overcoming fear and doubt. These are the silent whispers in the night, the unseen barriers that often hold us back more than any physical obstacle ever could. Fear and doubt are like shadows, always lurking, ready to cloud our minds and hearts when we least expect it. They whisper words of caution, reminding us of past failures, magnifying the risks of the unknown. But let us remember, fear and doubt are not realities. They are merely perceptions shaped by our past experiences and our innermost insecurities. Acknowledge that fear and doubt are natural. They are part of the human experience, ingrained in our psyche as a protective mechanism. However, when left unchecked, they become chains that bind us, keeping us tethered to the familiar, the safe. The key is not to eliminate fear and doubt. That's an impossible task, but to learn to manage them, to move forward in spite of them. To overcome fear, we must first understand it. Fear often comes from the unknown, from a lack of understanding. The more we know about something, the less frightening it becomes. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. The shadows that once seemed menacing now reveal themselves to be harmless objects. Education and knowledge are the lights that dispel the darkness of fear. But understanding alone is not enough. We must also confront our fears. It's like learning to swim. You can't do it from the shore. You have to get into the water. Start small, take gradual steps, but start. With each step, with each small victory, the grip of fear loosens and our confidence grows. Doubt, on the other hand, is often a product of our inner critic, a voice that questions our abilities and undermines our confidence. It's the voice that says, you can't do this, or you're not good enough. To overcome doubt, we must learn to trust in ourselves, to believe in our abilities and our worth. One powerful way to overcome doubt is to cultivate a positive mindset. Surround yourself with positivity, positive people, positive environments, positive thoughts. Just as a plant needs sunlight to thrive, our minds need positivity to grow and overcome doubt. Affirmations, gratitude practices, and mindfulness are tools that can help nurture this positive mindset. Another critical aspect is to embrace failure as part of the journey. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone towards it. Every failure is a lesson, a chance to learn and grow. When we change our perspective on failure, seeing it as a teacher rather than a foe, doubt begins to lose its power. It's like a child learning to walk. Each fall is not a failure. Moreover, building a support system is vital in overcoming fear and doubt. Surround yourself with mentors, friends, and family who believe in you, who encourage you and remind you of your strengths and potential. Just as a tree is bolstered by the forest around it, we too gain strength from the support of those around us. It's also crucial to set realistic goals and celebrate the small victories. Each achievement, no matter how minor it may seem, is a testament to our abilities, a blow to the shadow of doubt. It's like climbing a mountain. Each step upward diminishes the voice that says you can't make it to the top. In overcoming fear and doubt, let's not forget the power of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to face challenges head on. It's not about not falling. It's about getting up every time you fall. It's in this resilience that we find the courage to face our fears and silence our doubts. Remember to be kind to ourselves. Overcoming fear and doubt is not an overnight process. It requires patience, perseverance, and self-compassion. It's about taking one step at a time, knowing that each step, no matter how small, is a move in the right direction. Carry with us the torch of courage and the shield of resilience. Let's remind ourselves that fear and doubt are but shadows, and we are the light that can dispel them. As we journey through the landscape of personal transformation, having learned to navigate the terrains of fear and doubt, we arrive at a pivotal point, creating a vision for the future. This vision is the lighthouse guiding us through the foggy seas of uncertainty, the compass that points us towards our true north. The art of creating a vision for the future begins with the power of imagination. Imagination is the canvas on which we paint the picture of our desired future. It's about allowing ourselves to dream, to envision a life not limited by current circumstances or past failures. Just as an architect draws a blueprint before the foundation is laid, our vision is the blueprint for our life's masterpiece. But this vision must be clear, detailed, vivid. It's not just about vague aspirations, but painting a picture so real, so tangible, that you can almost touch it. Imagine the life you want in vivid colors. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? This clarity of vision acts as a beacon, guiding our decisions, our actions, our steps. However, vision without action is merely a dream. Therefore, the next step is to set goals, milestones that mark the path to our vision. These goals break down our vision into achievable steps, transforming the intangible into tangible. They are the stepping stones across the river of challenges, leading us to the shores of our desired future. Setting these goals requires a balance of ambition and realism. They should stretch us, push us out of our comfort zones, but also be attainable. It's like aiming for the stars, but building a ladder to reach them, one rung at a time. Each goal achieved is a step closer to the vision, a validation of our efforts and capabilities. In this pursuit, embrace the power of writing down our goals. and vision. Writing brings clarity, commitment, and a tangible form to our thoughts. It's a contract with ourselves, a constant reminder of what we're striving for. Just like a captain charts a course before setting sail, our written goals chart the course of our journey. But creating a vision for the future is not just about personal gain. It's about how this vision contributes to the world around us. How does your vision serve others? How does it make the world a better place? Our greatest fulfillment comes not from what we achieve for ourselves, but from what we contribute to others. Our vision should be a tapestry that interweaves our dreams with the threads of community, service, and shared success. Alongside setting goals, visualizing success is a powerful tool. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It's a deliberate practice of mentally picturing ourselves achieving our goals, experiencing success. It's like rehearsing for a grand performance. The more vividly we can imagine our success, the more real it becomes in our mind, the more achievable it feels. As we create this vision for the future, let's also be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes our visions need to adapt to changing circumstances. Flexibility is not about compromising our dreams. It's about adjusting our sails to the winds of change, finding new paths to the same destination. Moreover, in creating this vision, let's surround ourselves with inspiration. Seek out stories of those who've achieved their dreams. Immerse yourself in environments that uplift and motivate. Be in the company of dreamers and doers, those who see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create. It's not a distant land to be reached, but a reality to be shaped, crafted with each decision, each action we take today. Our vision for the future is a living, breathing entity evolving as we grow, as we learn, as we navigate the journey of life. In creating this vision, patience is essential, just like a seed planted in the soil. It takes time for a vision to germinate, to break through the ground and reach towards the sky. We must water it with our efforts, nurture it with our commitment, and give it time to grow. The vision may not materialize overnight, but with patience and persistence, it will take shape. So as we chart our course towards this envisioned future, let's carry with us the lessons learned, the strengths gained, and the wisdom acquired. Let's move forward with the confidence that comes from knowing that we have the power to shape our destiny, to mold our future into the vision we hold in our hearts. As we near the end of this shared journey, a journey that has been about embracing change, overcoming challenges, and envisioning a future rich with possibilities, let's pause for a moment to reflect. Reflect on the path we've traversed, the lessons we've imbibed, and the future we're stepping into. This journey, much like any great voyage, isn't just about the destination, but about the transformation that occurs along the way. Each step we've taken, no matter how small, has been a part of a larger dance, a dance of growth and self-discovery, like the intricate steps of a grand waltz. Every movement, every turn, has brought us closer to understanding ourselves and the world around us. It's in these steps that we've found strength, courage, and resilience. Hold on to the essence of what we've learned. The power of small steps, the courage to face our fears, the vision to set goals, and the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. These are not just lessons for the moment. They are the guiding lights for a lifetime. They are the tools that will help us navigate through the ebbs and flows of life's ever-changing tides. Also remember that this journey is uniquely ours. Each of us has our own paths to walk, our own mountains to climb. Your journey is as singular as you are, marked by your own dreams, fueled by your own passions, and defined by your own choices. It's a journey that belongs to you and you alone. This not be an end, but a new beginning. A beginning of a life lived with purpose, passion, and persistence. A life where every day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to contribute. Let's step into the future with a heart full of hope, a mind open to possibilities, and a spirit unyielding in the face of any challenge. As we part ways on this path, the journey of 1,000 miles continues with each new dawn. Each day is a fresh page in the story of your life, a story that you are the author of. Write it with boldness, with joy, and with a profound sense of wonder. The world waits your story, your journey, your unique contribution. So step forward with confidence, for your journey continues,